A digital coin called CBDC is open to everyone. It is fully backed by the US government, and the Federal Reserve is in charge of overseeing and protecting it. It could replace current payment methods and has many benefits, such as the ability to settle payments instantly, make cross-border transactions easier, and help more people get access to money. More than 130 countries are now looking into making their own digital currencies that are backed by their governments. China and Russia have already started trial programs in Saudi Arabia and India. A digital trial in Europe could start as early as 2028. The US Congress has said the same thing about XRP. Go ahead and use it in the US. This is true, even though the US is far behind other countries when it comes to clear and growing facts about digital currency. Not just banks and other financial institutions, especially the Federal Reserve of the United States, have backed it. To use XRP for purchases in both the United States and other countries. It's interesting that the US Congress is aware of the changes that countries like China, India, Brazil, and others are making on a world scale. There are plans for the US to work with Ripple to make their own digital currency that will be used by their state banks. If you're smart, you can guess which company Evolution is working with Ripple as usual. Brazil, the British Isles, Russia, India, China, and South Africa have all worked together to make a digital currency that their central banks can use. Let me play you a movie that shows how Ripple and the US Federal Reserve talked about CBDCs as early as 2015. The US is going in the same direction. This history background shows how hard Ripple and we are working together behind the scenes, even as we watch Ripple and the SEC argue in public. Cooperation like this was a strong sign that Ripple was ready to leave the SEC case behind. Do you remember Ripple's pitch to the Fed? Even though Ripple wasn't mentioned by name in the Federal Reserve's 2015 release of the Now payment system, a closer look shows that the Fed may have talked about a possible partnership with a blockchain startup that could allow for fast payments with 3 to 5 second transaction times. Even before he was elected, when the SEC was suing Ripple. It was always brought up by Gary Gensler that the US Federal Reserve might use Ripple. Gensler was sure that the Federal Reserve would be able to add Ripple and XRP to its payment system, both at home and abroad. Now let's look at the most recent deals at Riverbank, a well-known Ripple payment partner that uses Ripple. Let's break this down. It is now official that the net system is a part of the FedNet billing system. Not any firm, that's my kind. The payment processor Riverbank, on the other hand, depends on Ripple and its current and rapid systems. These systems use XRP and its ledger to provide on-demand funding on both of them. It is clear that Ripple and Current, which both depend on XRP, will be important now that Riverbank has joined the FedNet. This means that XRP can be used by the FedNet payment system to meet its needs for cross-border funding. Because of this, we can expect XRP's value to rise as its users and apps expand. If you're here, spike XRP and hold on to it. Investors are glad to hear that XRP is being added to regular banking systems. This shows that cryptocurrencies are being taken seriously and have real uses. It also shows how the world of finance is changing as traditional banks learn about how useful, fast, and cheap blockchain technologies are. This is similar to how Ripple's is going through a paradigm shift. Also, Gary Gensler's support and the steps taken by banks like Riverbank afterward are just the start as more financial institutions start to see and use the power of XRP and similar technologies. Before we go any further, the industry as a whole will be changed. I have some important news to share. People who watch my videos can win XRP. Just do these 3 simple things to get in. Give 5 stars to this video, turn on notifications, click the subscribe button, and share this movie with your friends and family. I'm going to make sure that these steps are taken. Everyone has a great chance of being our lucky winner. The winner will be announced when we hit 60,000 subscribers. Milestone is back to the subject at hand. People have talked about the US Federal Reserve's interest in XRP and the general trend toward adoption, but the US isn't the only country interested in it. That's how XRP's promise comes true. Countries like the European Union and the United Nations have digital currencies. To learn more about how XRP is being used in the UK's CBDC and Europe.D and Europe's digital euro project, please watch our short films on these subjects. The Euro project is now looking into what options it has. As we talked about in the last video, the US wants to use XRP for cross-border trades, as well as looking at it as a possible CBDC. It's not just CBDCs that do this, it includes both us and international money transfers. Let's look into what this means for the value of XRP. As XRP becomes more popular, its value will likely change. This is especially true for major financial institutions like the US Federal Reserve. XRP is a digital asset that is linked to large banking networks. Its usefulness is a big part of what determines its value in the end. It not only gives you instant transactional benefits, but it also builds trust and credibility over time. The need for quick and cheap cross-border payments, along with the widespread use of digital transactions, have caused the world's financial system to change quickly. This has made cryptocurrency, especially ones that have already been used for a while like XRP, more important. When big countries and financial institutions back XRP, it can put it in a class by itself for investors and fans. At this point, XRP is getting support and connections that point to a bright future. This is a significant time for the company's progress, but as with any business, it's important to know what's going on in the world. Watch for changes and decide what to do. Is there a chance that XRP could hit $10,000 after a lot of thought? We'll talk about this subject, which has sparked a lot of excitement in the world of cryptocurrencies. It's important to keep in mind that XRP is getting more and more attention from global companies, especially those in North America. Ledger, XRP is often named as a star in the growing cryptocurrency market. Digital currencies are now used in over 130 countries. But guesses about how much XRP might be worth run from $10,000 to an amazing $35,000. Especially when you think about how it might be used in CBD, check out how the central bank handles digital currencies around the world. Therefore, if countries start using XRP for foreign transactions, it could become a currency that everyone accepts in the long run. This was emphasized by the managing head of VHILL Capital. Adopting XRP as this middle currency would mean that a lot of the world's money would flow through the XRP system. Even though there is a lot of XRP available, its worth may go up because of high demand, putting it somewhere between $10,000 and $35,000. Analysts and fans of XRP are eagerly waiting for these figures and valuations. You should remember that the information in these videos is only meant to be watched for fun. As a job, I'm not a financial expert. Before making any financial decisions, I always tell people to do their own research and talk to professionals. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the movie, please click the like button. Oh, and don't forget to turn on the alert so you know right away when I post something new. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next movie. Watch out.